Hello. Sorry, that timer went down way too quick. Hi, Woffs and Mike. How are you doing? Oh, I'm telling you, that was the shortest 10 minutes in the world. How is everybody? Are we well? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've been looking forward to playing this again. I'm a little bit obsessed with it. Oh, get these untangled. Good, good. Get them in the right ear hole. You didn't want an organised stream, did you? Oh, you bugger. As soon as I put it in my ear. Thank you for the host. That was damn good timing. It was dead quiet. And all of a sudden a really loud honk right in my ear hole. And that's only half volume. That scared the crap out of me. Well done. Right. Put that on. Right, let's get comfortable. There we go. You did. You did. She scared the shit out of me. Hang on. There we go. What you guys been up to anyway? Anything exciting? Oh yeah, that bloke got killed, didn't he? Just on the phone. On the phone. Know what I mean?
Hello again.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. We've already spoke to him, haven't we?
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, Doc.
That bloke got killed, didn't he? Okay, he hasn't been killed yet then. Spoiler alert, this bloke is about to get killed because we did that last time. Let's just... Blah blah.
What should...
Let's skip all that because we've done it.
They have geese.
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet.
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that.
Okay, I'm going.
Let me talk to
I learned
Lou.
all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
Can't believe we didn't
It's all right.
save all
The doctor's in
this.
there with him.
Are you sure he was a
Hello,
doctor?
Island of Rob. How are you
He
doing?
showed me his ID. It was...
I feel like I know you. Do I know you?
There's no doctor.
I feel like I should
working
know
here.
you.
He's an imposter.
Bello. No!
The door's locked. Help me, officer.
He was down that hole. Probably not.
Stand back, monsieur.
I can't believe he didn't save any of this. Rude.
Hello, George.
This is where we got up to.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very
Not
last
too bad, thanks.
time.
Yeah, likewise. I saw your name come up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Killed
I
in
know the
cold
name,
blood
but
by
when
a
did I
police
follow?
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a
know.
dying man? Was it Count?
No.
I'm
I don't know who
normally
he was, but it certainly wasn't
streaming with my
Count.
husband Gav.
He got away out the
Maybe you'd
window.
recognise him. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the Hashish
Ooh,
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
Cross, you
His biggest
scared
enemy was the bogus
me.
doctor.
Thank
Don't
you for the
remind me.
ray.
That guy was
Crossroad.
He
Hi,
had wide,
Ponko.
staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Full of raided you maybe with Fem Fox. Maybe I have raided and watched Fem Fox a fair bit. Yeah, and she's definitely raided us a few times. That was for Lou. Because she can't hear me.
Do you
Right,
think the
I've been listening
assassin
to
was
this.
responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could
It's a
have
bit
finished
echoey.
him off the first
Lou,
time.
Lou,
Besides, Marquet would have
Lou.
recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the four
Oh,
horsemen.
hello
of
there,
the
nice to meet you.
apocalypse.
And you, Rob.
Themselves.
And you. I really should have been listening to this, shouldn't I? Let's have a look at
Let's
this.
take another look at the
I
manuscript.
don't know. Let's have a look at
A
this.
knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them, a gem supported by a
I
tripod.
just... Twice? What? How have I got it twice? Hi, Rose! I've had 2 crossroads somehow. No, that's weird.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Sure, before I definitely won't lead to an NPC. No, of course not. It didn't work the first time, but it came up on there. I don't know.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in
Weird.
a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys
sent
on
you
the same
over.
horse.
I feel like I should have been listening because I don't know what I'm doing now.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mou? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
I don't know what we're doing. I'm going to go to the museum because we still haven't really done anything there. So it's later on. That's Crossview. He's the rudest of all of us. He's fairly rude, to be fair. Oh, look, he's here. I'm going to talk to him. Thank you for the raid.
I
Well, the
beg
2
your pardon.
raids.
Are you Andre Lobineau?
All the raids.
That's me. You want my autograph?
No.
How was the rest of
I
your
was
stream?
told you may be able to help me.
Help?
My name is
What?
George
What?
Seymour.
That's
I want
3!
a professional opinion.
Stop
Where?
raiding! This game is really Rage Bells. I've played it before, which is mad. I'm notorious for not playing any games. It's the first Broken Sword game and it's epic. Hi, Wafts! Right, Cross. Stop raiding me. Stop it. How weird. Right, let's talk to him.
Does the name Montfaucon
Montfaucon.
mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in
How's the
Paris
sound, by the
until
way?
the revolution.
A public toilet?
So it's quite loud to me, but it's
was the
alright.
place of
If it's alright for you
execution
guys.
many thousands. A dark
Kill.
temple of death, with row upon row of arches,
Kill.
each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores
I
of
should
rotting
listen to him.
corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains
X-Men
the
90s
image of the
cartoon
hanged
Tintin.
man.
Yeah, I love this
I found
game.
a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmar.
Lochmarron.
Man, that's where Pigram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
Ooh.
Lochman tripod?
I was
No.
trying to raid, but had
It's
nothing
true.
come up saying I was
can
going to
give you a
raid.
description of the thieves.
Perhaps Twitch is
Before
having
the
a
supposed
wobbler.
event has taken place,
I heard them planning the raid.
they're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
We should be able to hide in the mummy now, shouldn't we?
Why don't you loan the tripod
Feels
to
like we've
me
done
for
something to
safekeeping?
make it
Because I'd never see it
Right.
again.
But
not
don't you
too
trust me?
bad.
It's not a
Not
question of
too
trust,
bad.
Joe.
How are you doing?
That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
Congratulations on your
I
new
get your
job.
point.
That's if you're taking the new job, obviously.
Have
Sounded
you ever
like
heard
you
of the
were.
Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was
Hush,
a
hush,
radical
hush,
Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the
Running
temple.
about like a headless chicken. I'm in the
Yes.
middle of accepting it as
They
we
gave a
speak.
new word to our language.
Nice.
Assassini, the assassin.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
The choicest hash.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then the Grand
They
Master
kill
of the
people,
sect would
yeah.
name an enemy.
That's
as
pretty
Allah.
much, isn't it?
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Deadly.
Does the cult of
Wah,
assassins
wah.
still exist?
Take a look around.
That's how
at the
assassins
world today.
operate.
You tell me.
They kill people quietly.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
Hitman, yep.
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin. But there's nothing there now. The
Samarkand,
old gibbet was torn down
which is a
during
Saint
the
Martin.
Revolution.
Not always quietly. True.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the
Or they
Templar
could only
seal,
afford one
appear on
horse.
this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript,
Ah oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
He's going to know.
I know it well. I'll drop by.
Yeah.
Just as soon as I can.
Always a slimy git,
Can
isn't
you
he?
tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie.
Georgie.
Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Sleazeball,
Jeez.
proper.
How did the Templars get their name?
I mean, look at his hair.
From the building in which they set
Says
up
it
their
all, doesn't it?
headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad
That
to
bloke
be
walking
of
around is doing my head in.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There
He
was a
actually walked
constant
in
stream
between the
new
two of
recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Could his accent be any more stereotypical? Oh, mate, there's so many stereotypes in this game. It's ridiculous.
Was never found.
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the
Cat!
Greek. There are people even
How
now
you
who
doing?
say the
I don't know, I was
Templars
like pushing Mr. Shiny,
Do you think
exactly.
that's likely?
That accent was
No,
horrendous.
Not for a minute.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
He stole it.
Professor Pilgrim's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
I don't know if he's going to want to
Do
see
you
any of
recognize
these.
this white powder, Andre?
No.
Good, got kicked out of our room by the plumbers. Rude.
Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No,
Take a look at this nose, Lobineau.
it really doesn't interest me, Georgie.
Georgie. Oh.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
At least they're quick answers, I suppose.
What do you make of this tool?
Interesting. Where did you get it?
From a dig in Paris.
Vraiment? I didn't realize there were any excavations in progress in the city.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Ooh.
Where is it?
Somewhere in what used to be called Persia. I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I have shows America as an English colony.
What do you make of this ID card?
Nothing.
Sounds like we're going to Persia soon then.
No.
Right.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay. So let's try and get in that mummy thing, whatever you call it. So that's obviously what we've got to do.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Ooh. We've done
Already,
a thing.
There just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me.
So I was out of date.
I
It was
can't wait to
Czechoslovakia,
get
so
home and
USA,
put my
British
feet
Germany.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
We're doing a thing.
Monsieur.
Monsieur. Bye. None of them have noticed that I'm still in here.
Quit fooling around, you moron. Get your ass over here and bring that flash.
Rude. I've got to do something with this, surely.
What the? Who's there? Let's get out of here!
Okay. Well done, George.
And
Don't-
when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a
He's
mess.
such a div.
I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who
Oh,
stole the
tea
tripod?
leaf.
Oh, hell, Nico.
See you in a
I could
minute.
have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shit their own feet.
I just
Dorks.
wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. But how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't
Gavin!
Oh, rats.
Or should I say, oh, hello,
I
Gavin!
really thought you'd be pleased.
Are you alright?
After all, we've got the tripod.
She is such a tea leaf.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again.
Oh, yeah.
He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often
the
he
only
gets
thing she
that
showed him.
excited. He made a sketch of the nice
Filth.
crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bears that crest.
I sure hope so. Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Don't know if there's any point keep
There's a
looking
guy
at
with a
this.
sword, and between them is a...
Seems to be the same
Look
thing every
there, two
time.
guys.
It's quite annoying. You've got to look at the whole
There's
thing
a
every
woman with
time.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Not too bad. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
don't think she's gonna...
Did I show you this matchbook?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want this photograph back?
No, you keep it.
Talk about the
I can
manuscript,
always
click
make a
bottom
little
left
print.
of it. Oh, okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. A knight with a crystal ball. The Knight Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. The knight through my...
Oh, it's so annoying. You have to look at all of them to...
There's between... There... I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. Let's look for a clue. Right, the master was Nico. Guess did a good job. We have the tripod. I found the gem. Next move is to head to the site of Montfaucon. See if I can figure out what to do. Right. I'll go in there then, I guess. Oh, another cafe.
Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon.
So
Which would you
Sauvignon.
choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman.
Have you got sunburn, Gavin?
An excellent
Are you okay today?
question, monsieur.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy,
Nice.
what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy.
Nose
I read
candy.
Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
Nice.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Alors, the paperwork. You have no
He's
idea.
a lazy git, isn't he?
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
How is that noise?
Oh, is that all you can say? Oh,
I did wonder if I should say that
Oh.
I believe you to be an international
Some got a
paranoia.
freaking
but it
chainsaw or
didn't
something.
seem polite.
does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No. I am
Rude.
just having a little joke.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Still sunburn, but I've got
Delightful.
cream on.
Would you like to see some of my
Rude.
Hell no.
Then please put your
Lurking. Lurking while working.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd
Good.
rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
We're going to be going to wherever is Persia now.
Take a look
aren't
at
we?
this.
Ah, an electrician.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
You've got a point.
So either it's glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to
Pretty
think about
much.
that for too long. What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
Alright, I
I'll
think
see
we've
you
finished
around.
talking to him.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing.
Juggler high.
But you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that?
Rude.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd. The juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass.
Well, he's a bit of a snob, isn't he? Maybe he likes juggling.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui,
How rude
How
is
did you learn
he?
to be a juggler?
juggler. What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitique aeroballetique mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crownheads of Europe and the jongleurs
Joke's
were the
side.
erudite men to whom the
Calm
monarchs
down,
turned
dear.
in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the jongler to throw his balls around. I don't
He
think so.
isn't being an a-hole.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Yeah, go on then, you
Oh,
smug
It
git.
does not. Does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better.
Go on then.
No?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing.
He's
But
very
this guy was
blunt.
obviously
Hope there were
an
big
idiot, so
jugs
how
for more
difficult could it
alcohol,
be?
of course.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult.
Yeah, George, you snob.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
Exactly.
No, I guess not.
Say sorry.
In the middle of the square was
You
a
just
man.
couldn't stand right in
I
front of
wondered if there
him.
might be something relevant beneath street level.
I'm guessing we need to get him out of the way.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Hey, you. What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now,
Sorry, no harm intended.
you stay away from that.
That's me told.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
Kinda.
No. Although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying
Yeah.
that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it,
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur.
There is some logic there, I suppose.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
So I reckon I can have another go with the nose on then.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps.
No.
What, in the last 10
I
seconds?
just had an insight into
No.
presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage.
What?
You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
So much balls.
and left in a fury.
Bye.
Hey, you forgot one of your balls. Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Ooh. I think we're going down the sewers then. Are we talking to
I
these?
had no desire to
No.
talk to the crowd.
Let's go down here.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away,
Tell
I
me
could
the
have
balls
jumped
and loose holes
easily.
getting to work out. Yeah. Let's go over here.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall... There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand. Maybe.
I'll see you in a bit, Waffs. Thanks for coming. Stop backseating. There you go. Oh, that looks nice.
The door was a handsome piece of work. I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
That looks weird. That looks lovely. Okay, can't do anything down there yet.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat was a winching machine. The hook lay in a bed of chain.
I thought I might be able to pick the hook up.
The wall had flaked. The inscription was undeciphered. I wondered why.
Did somebody just say eat? I don't see a damn advert. I don't seem to actually be able to do anything here.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
I thought I'd be able to pick that hook up. Use a manhole tool on one of the doors. And try. Oh,
It was time for some brutal destruction.
nice. That's quite rude.
Hey, that's hollow. I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any
George.
archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Well, obviously,
goes.
we're going to do it.
The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
Oh, now I can pick it up. Destructive little git, ain't he? Oh, I'm gonna. This keeps going funny. Why is this going funny? Don't like it. I want to save that just in case. Oh, I don't know, it seems alright now. It's nice in there, isn't it?
The door mechanism was trashed. It would take a blacksmith or an engineer to do anything with that.
All those days watching Banger Racing.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
Destructive little bugger.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them.
Oh, him.
Blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend.
Oh, no,
the world
him.
Over. The
Isn't it?
pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower.
What is that
They have
accent?
inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major
What is
governments.
that
They are
accent?
acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or
Is that the
revoked
one?
without appearing
He
foolish.
looks like the doctor
The
one.
pattern
Is that him that killed that bloke
Our time is
in the
now.
hospital?
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a
South
slow
African, just
death
about.
from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working.
Do we know
on
who any of the other
principle
ones are?
That the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sort of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Igram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lockmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
Fair.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust. When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Yeah.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become the princess of this world.
Wow.
So much drama.
There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light.
Plot. Any idea though? Couldn't really follow that. Too much drama.
In the middle of the circle,
We're obviously
was
going
a
to put
stump
the
of stone,
tripod
a
in there.
shaft of daylight from the world above, lancing down to touch it. The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump. The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Who knows?
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them.
It's in Syria.
Neo-Templars. They're men and women in influential positions.
I'm guessing that's
Don't you
where we're
see?
going.
Clantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous.
Has he got like
When
bottomless
I think
pockets
we should leave
so he
the
can just
gem
travel the
here.
world just
What
like
about the
that?
tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
is not a good idea. Do you think I should go to Marib?
Feria is a long way, Georges.
He is. Was there anything else to do in Montfaucon? Did I miss anything? Because I only went to... I'm going to have a quick look in there. Because I only went here. I'm going to go up here. Oh! Hello! I'm guessing we can't actually do anything in here yet, but I'm
Row
going
of
to have a
old
look at it.
pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the
Derrieres.
young ladies, the flabby flesh of the old men. That wasn't a pleasing
I think
image,
he's
so
thinking
I went
about
back
all the
to
bums that were
ladies.
sat on them seats a bit too much.
Whoa!
Whoa, what?
I didn't have time to sit around.
Hello.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
He's not creepy at all, is he?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur. But it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
What's wrong with pride?
I was in Ireland recently, and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
I've got a red nose.
Oui, good for
Very
you.
well.
There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
I thought about using the shake and shock on it, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Rude.
I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
That is not a good idea. That is not... What do you think of this?
A precious sleeve and valve? What should I think?
Never mind. That is... Catch
He's
you
not
later.
over
Au
helpful.
revoir, monsieur.
Look at this. I'm guessing we can't do anything here yet.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Okay.
The scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. On the end of the... On the end...
Well, we obviously want that, whatever it is, but we can't.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. A stone knight laying... Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess.
Yeah, we can't do anything here, can we? Oh, I've got to move this and on. That's annoying. Nothing else to... no. So... how do you get back to that airport screen? Up here? Out here? Yeah. Am I going to Syria then? It seems like I'm going to Syria. Lovely. I'm going to give it a quick save, seeing as we've started a new bit. I'm going to have to talk to him.
Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed we, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo.
Hi, Nijo.
My grand emporium of quality merchandise.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle
Tapes?
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and
dear.
Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noppel, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Oh dear.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Bing!
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312.
Oh dear.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
Quite a lot.
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
Socky little git.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-fried tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
Right.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Calais, Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
Old bean.
What can I do with a blood pressure gauge?
Don't tempt me to tell you, sir.
Shove it up Main Street.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly
Okay.
earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes.
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their
Rude.
hoards of so-called fine art. But
Got
answer
a
me
point.
this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
He does have a point.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
Take it there's gonna
So
be
long,
then.
Joe.
Toodle pip, sir.
Tulip Pip.
Najo was still by the stand and still looking bored. It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here.
Why can't I talk to him?
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios. The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint.
Eek. Rude.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Ugh. Eek.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring
A
fellow.
roaring fellow.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep
All
it?
cats are unfriendly.
It's not
and
mine.
horrible.
It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away.
So long, Nijo.
Poodle pip, sir.
Don't talk to these. There's Pearl in it.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call
Oh,
me
dear.
Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet
Sorry.
a friendly American
Yawning.
place so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Is your husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, Yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint you.
She's just
Have
as
you talked to
randy as the
boy
other
with
one.
bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nejo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
I guess I'm gonna have
Do
to
you
find
know
something
anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay.
Okay. I know. I'm so. I'm very rude. Thank you so much, Oggy. That is awesome. And of course, you would never yawn on stream because it is exceptionally rude. Oh, thanks so much, Oggy. Really appreciate it. And how are you doing?
I've got some plaster of Paris.
That's nice, dear.
That's nice.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really.
I'm getting far too comfy on this
What do you make
sofa.
of this grease paint
I'll just put the
stained
fan on them too. I think that's what it
It's
is.
grease paint.
Yeah, not too
I thought
bad.
somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
Right. Hopefully it'll cool down in here and I won't fall asleep. At least you can sub Twitch wouldn't let me. Cross, you raided like 10,000 times. I don't think it wouldn't let you raid. Let you raid too many times. Oh, that's better. Nice little breeze. Keep me awake.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
I wouldn't.
Do you know what this is?
Lord, no. It looks painful, though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
She's got a point.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a phenomenon.
Don't they have secret handshakes?
I'm glad we're busy having Mrs.
George,
out at school.
now
Now
you're
you're doing a
sleeping.
loo. Oh, I dread
Have
to
you ever
think.
heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulin.
Moulins.
What do you think of this?
Oh, looks scientific. It's a blood pressure thing, isn't it?
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Watching in the bath. Oh, phew. Could have been anything.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's
Bye,
been a
Pearl.
pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Right.
How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere?
Who knows, mate? Who knows? Right, let's talk to him. Duane.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to
Duane.
meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart. I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think
That
they
is
have.
quite a weird question. Dwayne and Pearl, a couple of classic characters, exactly.
Do you mind
like
if I
him.
ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy.
Boy.
I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. Does the image of a knight holding
George
a
is doing his
crystal
best
ball mean
snob
anything
today,
to you?
isn't he?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not A crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
It's a lens.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo?
No idea.
He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on
I
us.
so
though.
want Dwayne
You're not
to
gonna find much
squeal,
worthwhile
piggy.
around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you?
Too late now.
The folks back home will be real interested.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland? Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah, and I've got
Oh, this lady
shaking
being one.
hands with George Bush. Of course, that was back in '76.
They're not that different, are they?
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I'm not
picked it
sure.
up
I'll get to be honest. I can't remember.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
He's an odd
What
one.
do you think of this grease paint stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
An actor.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
It
What
is
do
a
you make
bit
of
odd
this?
keep asking
Manhole
people to
is
shake
shaking
hands.
So?
Normally you
Hey,
just go up
how
someone
come you
and just put
recognize
your
me?
hand out.
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Do you know the name Merlin?
Nope.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure gauge? Why in blue blazes are you carrying that?
I'm carrying it for a friend. What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
Got a point.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
He's a bit odd.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later. In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
Oh, nice.
The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand. Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Moscow.
Musgood. They ended up playing American football. Oh, nice.
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
I don't think
What do
we're
you
going to
think
get
of
very
this?
far.
Buy kebab. Come to the.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Now, you buy kebab. None?
I think we're going to get the same answer
I'd value
every...
your opinion on this, sir.
Now.
But we'll do
Does
it
this mean
anyway.
No. You.
I'd value your
Now.
I don't think we're going to get anything,
What do
but
you
I'll go
make of
through
this,
them all.
sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
No, I'm alright at the minute, Tar.
What do you think
I'm still
of
just
this?
looking
Buy
round.
kebab. Come to the.
what do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab?
He's a bit obsessed with his
Well,
kebabs.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good. Right, is that... I'm not sure if that's where we come from.
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get
okay.
lost.
I take it you can't walk around there. Okay, let's go up here.
The carpet seller looked craftier than the offspring of a fox and an insurance agent.
Muruba! Hello, sir!
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes! Carpet, yes?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes!
Oh, this is going to be the same, isn't it?
What do you think of...
Hello, sir! Lovely carpet!
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes!
What do you think of this?
Hello?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah!
Oh.
Give to me! Give to me! Alamut!
We did a thing. Ooh. We definitely did a thing.
Many beneficent greetings, my most
I'm
fortunate
going to flying carpet with him. He looks dodgier than Donald Trump.
Do I know you, mister?
No.
Like a weasel.
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you
I'm
must be the
throwing
world's
on
greatest
injury.
detective.
Aww.
I am told that is
That
Sherlock
sucks.
Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as
The
contrast,
design of the matchbook is the same
am
as the
world's
carpet.
greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide.
Well, yeah, you never know what life's going to throw at you, do you?
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire?
It never really does go the way you think it's
Simply
going to,
mention
does
the
it,
name
to be
to your
fair?
obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Dear. If you plan years, someone who met Sarah, what family was she passionate? Well, yeah. You never know
Hi.
what's going to happen,
Nice
dear.
club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Right?
There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. The outside of the ornate spittoon was...
Oh.
The inside wasn't. I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
That's a very odd thing to say. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you think of how much time you spend worrying about things, and everything always seems to work out, doesn't it?
The spittoon was nearly full. What did they sell here? Drinks or expectorates?
Oh. Gross. God, sorry if you can hear my belly
Even if
talking.
I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry. Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. I knew the door was locked. I'd need the key to get in there.
Okay.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive.
Not for many
membership can
years
be
if it
no
does
more
happen.
Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy. He's too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough.
Rude.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho,
Pretty
ho, ho,
funny,
ho,
yes?
ho.
Hilarious. You should be on cable. What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheer
Make a
up,
stream
matey
on
mate.
Twitch.
It
Live
might never
stream
happen.
wedding.
And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
Oh, yeah.
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say,
Got a
no,
point.
anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. But they gone.
Oh, I like him.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back.
That's
He
fair.
Say, what we do till then, eh? He say,
I'd go
cross
nuts
legs
as
and
well.
use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No. Ultar use bucket.
Do you know
Eee.
anything about the Templars?
A spit
course.
bucket.
Yes?
Just
What
don't
can you
stream the
tell me?
honeymoon.
She got band of the 60s.
No,
Why ever
that's
not, Cross?
Really,
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
yeah, eternal questions. What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
Garden gnome.
How about a really
So
small
I can get the account
garden?
banned.
Ultar not think so.
Oh my.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here?
Ooh.
Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called
Depends what
Stoby.
platform it was streamed
Stobar?
from.
Yes, Stoba. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy
Klausner.
had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said.
Mix of my
Klausner.
life.
I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
10 or maybe 60.
Maybe a week ago.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No.
Not the platform I was talking about.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Whoa.
Moving on.
Where can I find such a guy?
Yeah, it's Ponko the lots where the
Ultar
platforms
is
anyway, I've
most
heard.
luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Does that mean I've got to leave?
No, I think I'll be hanging around the village for a while yet.
As you desire, oh mister. Rest assured, however, that Ultar is ready to transport you to Bull's Head as quick as a lickety-split. Yes.
You're banned from Pornhub. I'm too kinky. You're banned from everywhere.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most dream. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Okay.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
So we obviously need to get in that toilet. See if we can do anything out here. He is creepy creeperson, isn't
Hello
he?
there. Lovely carpet.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir.
Okay. He's not going to say anything.
In the still air, the smell hung around.
What's
like
Pornhub
bad
for an
smells
innocent
do.
young man? I think the clue's in the title, mate.
The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something.
Hygiene?
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Okay.
In the still air, the smell...
We've obviously got to distract him and get the bog brush. Is Lou still here? He's still here, Lou. You famous. Is she still here? No. Clues in the title. Hub, the centre of something. Yep. The centre. So I've obviously got to distract him.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
I dread to think what it's the centre of.
May I help you this time?
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
That would have to be Ultar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's
We need his bog
a
brush.
miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The
Was a
brush
lonely, horny
based
man until recently.
Yes.
Let me find
Oh,
some better postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend.
It's a little bit too much information there, dear.
You old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem
Oh,
mercenary,
Punko.
but I am a merchant.
The smitten kitten.
Trade.
Merchant? This is...
Well,
Oh, I
if
didn't
you're
mean to do
going
that.
to be disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom.
The ball.
A
globe of delight.
Of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular
It's getting very rude. It's that there Ponko, isn't it? Filth.
promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yeah, go on then.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. People say bad
Dude, you haven't been able to
things
calm
about
down
men,
since you met her.
But you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I
Okay.
be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply
I'm
memorize
cabin crew, I'm
these
nothing but
phrases.
filth.
Il ach, il kal.
Il akal.
I didn't know that cabin crew were filthy.
Go over to Arto and deliver those.
Just a clean
funny
look for
words
show. Fair
even
enough.
through his delicate ears. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Do we
long,
trust
Nijo.
him?
Voodoo
I'm
people,
not
sir.
sure. Gotta go and say some random Arabic phrase to a very unhappy man. It's not gonna end well, is it?
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Mmm.
Most good.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad, bad. I'll kill you.
Oh
Whoa.
dear.
Calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing.
This is not going to end well. Oh, okay. I thought he'd be following me. I want the bog brush.
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
I think Pornhub is the centre of the information for pork. The fingers slip when registering the site. Dread to think where it slipped to. I haven't got the bog brush.
Hello again, sir.
Filthy. Bad.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay. Perhaps I've got going here again then. I kill you. Go to Nijo again. Okay. Got and tell him off. Being a lying little rat bag.
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Fair play.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me. Thanks for getting the brush and risking my life to do it.
Anytime. Glad to be of service.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Toodle pip. Who says that? I don't think he likes me. Can't say I blame him. Did he say what we said to him?
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
I've got the key to the box.
The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that
For
about?
some
Manager,
reason,
he
I
said,
need to go in the
Look at state of this.
toilets.
Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my Yoben.
He said all that?
Wow.
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
Right. We're going in. Nijo says that I heard it. Yeah. Toilet hype. Give it a quick save. Hold your nose.
It was a roller towel dispenser.
Shut the door. Okay, that obviously won't do anything yet.
The mirror was as clean as anything else in there. And I thought the French had strange toilets.
What a lovely set of toilets. Nice, isn't it?
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it. The design of the toilet was a little different from what I was used to, but a toilet chain is a toilet chain all over the world. Oops.
What a thief. Okay. I feel like a peeping Tom looking through the window. Yeah, that's true. Never thought of that. All we needed to do was nick the chain. There doesn't seem to be anything. That's a bit odd. Use the key on a towel holder. I'll try. It seems a bit odd. Ah.
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser.
Just to make the key look old. Do you reckon that's just like a little video?
The mirror was as clean as any.
I don't think there's anything to do with that. Oh, I know which bit you're talking about, Oggy. I don't think I can do anything else. I'm getting ahead of yourself. I know the bit you mean. So for some reason we stole the chain and the towel.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
Rudeness.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ew. I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Okay.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
No wonder
You
Big
got
Bad Man
brass tacks
chased
so
you.
you could steal chain?
Rudeness.
You're sure strange cookie, mister, yes?
Yeah. Weird.
What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
It means everything, mate.
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha. Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha.
Wow.
Oh, we laugh. Then I broke his arms.
I didn't think electrocuting the big Syrian was a good idea.
No, probably not, mate.
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Yeah.
Look, I've got the keys to the toilet.
Is this life gold? thing I read in GQ?
Rude.
No. What do you think of this?
Is gadget.
It's a blood pressure gauge.
Blood pressure gauge. Is what Ultar said.
Gadget is not quite the
Look
same.
what I've got. The towel from the toilet.
What do you want with towel?
Well, I don't know yet, do I?
You sure a funny bod. Run around, collect things.
He's massive tea leaf, that's
See
why.
you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Anything else to steal? I don't think I
I
can do
hadn't felt the
anything.
need to spit since I was 12.
I don't think we can do anything else in here. So I've now got a chain and towel. I have no idea why. He's trying to fill his TARDIS like pockets, I reckon. Meant to talk to him.
The stand was selling this. Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
It really doesn't.
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
It means that somewhere somebody can't flush the toilet.
That is true.
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
Executive washroom?
Not exactly.
I've not seen it more literal.
Here I have a
Exactly.
washroom towel. Yes? No, that's it. Here I have a washroom towel.
Oh, I was expecting a magic trick or something.
It's
Okay,
so
well,
weird.
I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
I'm sure before you could walk round here. Obviously not. Come on, George, get your knees up.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
She is very similar to Lady Piermont, isn't she?
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride?
Filth.
No.
What is it
Wayne
with the
wasn't
women in
interested,
this?
so it didn't happen.
Oh, horn dogs.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Bandy! How you doing, Bandy?
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's
What is the
Head?
cat
No.
doing?
No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
Is
I'm
it
not
still
sure.
alive?
Sounds awful romantic.
Oh yeah, it is.
The Bull's Head Hill.
I'm gonna lie down, I think.
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think it is, though. You said that your
Kebabs
company
made
is
of
based in
dogs.
Akron.
Doesn't sound
And Dwayne
romantic.
said it's in Cleveland.
Sounds
maybe.
like food
Well,
poisoning
yes, he
on a
did.
burn.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself.
They're a
George.
very odd
We live
couple.
with it.
Been ill most of the week to cover it. Oh no! Sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better.
What do you think of this toilet chain?
My, but you're a strange one, George.
She's got a nerve to call someone else strange.
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
With my digestion, you better keep them handy.
Oh, come on.
Terrible.
Much poops.
Look, a washroom towel.
Oh, George, You poor, poor thing. You've had a touch of the sun.
No, I'm fine, really. I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Bye,
Don't be a
Pearl.
stranger.
Right. Well, there's only him left. Okay. So I can't talk to him. Let's do something with the cat. Naughty cat. Well, I'm obviously going to pick that up first. What was it?
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
It's an annoying sinus, migraine, eye strain, fatigue combo I tend to get every few months. Much resigned shrugging. Oh, mate. That sounds horrible. Well, I hope it buggers off soon.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
See, everyone hates
Right.
cats.
Do you recognize these
Cats
keys?
are
No.
rubbish. Seeing
does
as
this
we're trying to
toilet
do
chain
family
mean?
friendly, not swearing,
Building
cats
a
are rubbish.
bathroom in easy installments.
But we know what we really mean.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle
Right,
pip.
I
sir.
reckon. Hang on, I'm going to stand over it. I reckon that might pass for something for her. Because she wants something, a souvenir, doesn't she? Hope the
Hello
most
again,
was gone now.
Pearl.
Smashed the
Why,
back of my
hello,
phone yesterday, so I had a
George.
great day. Oh,
Such a pleasure
mate.
to see you again.
Are you
So you should just
interested
go
in
back to
tickets?
bed, start again.
What have you got?
Yeah,
there,
not too
George?
bad.
How about this?
Had my mum and
fine
dad here for a couple of
statuette?
days, so that was
Oh,
nice.
George, that would be ideal.
And I
except
went on the
I don't
choo-choo
know. It looks
yesterday.
new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Of
Good
course
God,
not.
no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind.
Exactly, Oggy. They're horrible.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Will I just give that to her? No.
The grease paint had
There we
worked
go.
magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
So we'll show her the same thing with some grease paint smudged on it. Try to make a pillow fort and retire within. That sounds good, mate. Right, let's try that.
Hello
There we
again,
go.
Pearl.
Why,
Saw the
hello,
pictures of the choo-choo and the
George.
swans. Looked good
It's
day. It was a
such
good
pleasure
day.
to see you again.
I mean, it's only about half an hour
What do you
away,
think
and
of this
there wasn't a
fine
lot
piece
to do
of
there.
ancient statuary?
And they didn't have any
Oh,
steam
that's
trains on
just
yesterday,
what
so we had to
I've
make
been
do with the
looking
diesel
for.
train.
Just one thing, though.
But
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because...
come on, George.
That's because the first one I showed you was
Nice.
a modern copy
Yeah,
of
we were
the
only on the train for
Statuette.
about 10-15 minutes. Went to the first station because there wasn't really anything on the rest of the stations. Had a drink.
Oh,
Then got the
George,
train back.
how can
Had
you ever
lunch.
forgive me?
Then had a
There's
walk
nothing to
round
forgive.
the
Would you like
lake.
Would I ever?
And,
I'm
you
not
know, it
very
wasn't
young, though. If you go
Anything
find Dwayne,
like
he'll
amazing,
pay
but
for
it was just a nice
If he
day
gives
out.
you any
Yeah,
trouble,
they did. They
just
enjoyed
tell
it.
him that I want it.
And it's good that we could take the dog as well, and yeah, it was good. Does she still not want that?
what do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I be looking for.
Would
Now you
like it?
want it.
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Now you want it.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
Yeah, it was a nice day.
Don't be a stranger.
It was a nice day. It was nice because it didn't rain and just had a wander around. It was nice.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Had epic
Hi.
cake as well. It was like
can
a
I help
really
you,
big
young
homemade Victoria sponge. Oh, it was epic. And I was so nice. I bought
What
an
do you think of
extra
this?
slice and
Good
brought it
gravy.
home for Gav
Looks
in one of
old.
those,
Yeah.
like,
I had to turn this down to
you know them
upside down.
polystyrene boxes
Boy,
that
you're
like
like better
takeaway
than
burgers
ours.
come in.
Looks
It's like
rough.
one of them, a cardboard one.
I wouldn't know.
And
What do they say back
I bought
home?
him home a bit of cake and 2
I'll
bottles
see
of
you
beer
around, George.
that were made by the blokes there.
It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
One of them's here actually.
Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
Waffer pale
And here
ale.
you go.
I don't know if you can see that. I
Thanks
can't
for
see
the
what
money,
you can
Dwayne.
see.
This will come in real handy.
And I
I
bought him
ought to
another
be
one,
thanking
but
you
he's
for
drunk that
finding
already.
this Roman statuette.
He did do well out of it. Yeah. But the thing was, we went for lunch and we've seen these cakes. It's like, oh, I've got to have a bit. It's like, yeah, I've got to take Gav a bit home as well because it just looked so nice. So I've caught my headphones. And it was. And yeah, they were selling these bottles of beer in, it was just a little museum. Is that Waffs' Brewery Side Project? No, nice, no. It was just this little museum. And, well, you say museum, it was just like a room with some, them plaques, like station plaques. And, yeah, they were just selling beer as well. I thought, oh yeah, I've got to get some of that. It was only £2 a bottle as well.
Maybe not.
I don't know what he said. I wasn't listening.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Have I still got it? No. Okay. So, maybe. No, it was a good day. It was. I think we only left here about
Hello again,
10:30.
Why,
Got home
hello,
about
George.
3, half 3. So it
Nice to
weren't
see you
like
again.
a real long thing.
Here's the money Dwayne gave me for the statuette.
Only $50. Oh, I hope you don't feel cheated.
No. I
$50?
just hope you're happy with it.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. Decent sized bottle as well.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Right, before we go and get in his cab, I'm going to have a very quick break because I really need a wee wee. So, I'll shut that up and I'll put that on and I'll be back in a moment. You behave yourself, Mr. Ogden. Got my eye on you. And oh, I've just found. Oh, I hate cables. I've just found the other. Don't know if you can see that. Hang on. I know you're probably not that interested. That one. There you go. That's the other one. And that one. In case you're interested, some people are. You know. There you go. You actually see them properly. Yeah, I've got my eye on you. You laughing. Right. There you go. Just in case you were interested. I can't show you the bit of cake because that's long gone. Why does that look weird? Hang on. Oh no, it's the game. No, it's not. Hang on. Looks bizarre. Hang on, I've got to make that look right. Bear with. There we go. Not quite. Hang on. Why is that not working? Hang on. Why can I still see that on the bottom? Ah, that might work better. Hang on. Too far now, isn't it? There we go. Too fussy. Too fussy. There we go. Right, let me just put that there. I am fussy, we all know. Looks like something worth drinking. Well, you know what it's like when you go somewhere that's like a one-off local shop for local people. You got to get stuff, ain't ya? I mean, if for no other reason, just to support like local. I don't think they were local businesses really, but hang on, I've got to move that. But you know, you got to try and support people, ain't you? And not local. Just a local shop for local people. There's nothing for you here. Right, taxi. Got money now, haven't we? And I've got a magnet. It's got a choo-choo on it. I've got to show you the choo-choo now. Hang on. There you go. It's got a choo-choo on it. It's the only steamed choo-choo I saw yesterday. There you go. Very exciting. I get a magnet from absolutely everywhere I go. Choo! Just the one. Yeah, I get a magnet from everywhere. I'm terrible. You should see the state of the fridge. It's covered. Right. Let's go and see Thingy Bobby. Thank you, Bandy. There's the second one. Yeah, we were quite disappointed. There was supposed to be steam. That's why we went for the 11 o'clock train, because it was supposed to be steam. We got there and it was just a boring diesel one. Oh, it was going through a tunnel. Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bounty.
But then to be fair, we've been there at least once, maybe twice. And we would have been on the steam train before anyway.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50
50
of your
quid?
Yankee bucks.
50, huh?
Exactly how
Okay,
much he's
it's a deal.
got.
Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash.
Do you think he's surprised that
price
anyone's
is
actually paid for
Mister,
him to
we
drive him
make with
somewhere?
haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah,
Oh dear.
okay. I'll be along in a minute.
This is not going to end well, is it? It's
It didn't
not.
seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
What about the towel and the chain? Okay, so he's obviously ready. Have a quick talk to people, make sure there's nothing else we can do.
Filthy! Bad! Okay, I'm
I like his bit of hair sticking up out of his hat as well.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
No.
Okay, well, I'll see you around.
Yeah, bye. Has he still got his horrible tissue? Oh, I don't know.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
They'll probably say that it's clean now because he wiped it on
I've got
that
to go
statue.
now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
She's filthy as well, isn't she?
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Yep, still got it. And apparently it hadn't dried out. Hi, Oggy. Right. I don't think we can do anything
Hi,
else
Nico.
here, but
Hello again, sir. And how may I help
he's
you
catching
this
my eye
time?
outside. No.
So long, Nijo.
Bye,
Toodle-pip,
Nijo.
sir.
I don't think we're going to see you anymore. Took the opportunity to use break to get out of the bath. It was a very quick break.
Hello again, old
Hurricane Spitfire,
He's
beer
most
and a few
splendid
other
and
plain
adventurous
maggots on my
client.
fridge. Nice. I've got loads. I'm going to have to start putting maggots on the side.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Why? Do I want to know?
Ultar took the towel
How
from me,
soggy can
cut
it
in
be?
two
Must be
lengthways,
super
and gave me
absorbent,
half
yeah.
back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement
Oh
that's normally done in stockings.
no.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so.
Oh
Serviceable, yes.
no.
Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend.
One sheet
You want to
bandy.
see the bull's head? Yes.
I would not get in that car. Oh god, can you imagine? Oh no. But then if it was grease paint, would that dry out or would it just stay greasy? Sounds like it's already been used for at least one sheet already. Oh. What does it say in here? Oops. There's been like loads of pages. This place is weird. Had to get a toilet brush to get a towel to fix a taxi. But I made it to Bull's Head Hill. Now to look for Klausner. Find him. Find the lens. Can do. Let's save that. I hope Ju has her quick fingers today. What? I don't know what to say to that. Okay, pick something up. Okay. Oh, we have a stick.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
Flibble! How you doing?
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff
Yeah, not too bad.
deep into the living rock.
We've just been in a death cab to get to this place. We're looking for a bloke called Klausner and a lens.
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Seriously? We're going to stand on a stick shoved into a rock. Really? No, we're not. T-shaped tool time. Okay. What then?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Am I being really thick? I mean, I probably am. Have I got to combine some things?
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Oh, please. That is such... Oh, come on.
Well, that looked really safe.
That is
But I had
crazy.
no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
Oh, dear me. That is just... Yeah. That's beyond. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Tie a ripped towel onto a stick. That'll hold your weight.
Close up, the niche looked somehow
Strong
artificial.
stick or light person. I don't think it's either. It can't be that strong a stick. He just snapped it off a little tree. What did that say?
Close up, the niche looked somehow artificial. I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck?
Oh, come on.
I was only risking mutilation. No
How is
blade
he
took
not
my
dead
hand
yet?
off at the
It's
wrist,
just-
and
oh,
no
come on.
scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand.
Pull it
I
then?
took a firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps. And pulled. Whoa there.
Ooh. I'm going in. Oh dear.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead.
What game
I'd hardly
is
had
this?
time to accept the fact.
The
when I
rudest
heard the door
game.
mechanism start up again.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me.
Yep.
I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Yep. Not gonna end well.
I couldn't help but notice faint, bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out.
Oh man. You'd be panicking by now, wouldn't you? Have a look at that.
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces.
Ooh.
It was a strange image, but a powerful one.
Like on the
redolent of
manuscript.
antiquity and ancient mysteries. I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
That's alright. Alright, let's have a look at him. Oh dear.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration. Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The pocket was empty. The smell of the corpse reminded me of something. It was my favorite brie back in Paris.
What?
I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse, but as my life
That's
expectancy
oh
wasn't
George.
great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket. Hey,
Oh,
what's this?
what is it?
I
It's
found
a
some
lens.
kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball. There was nothing else in the pouch. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
It's very odd.
I'd searched Klausner once. There was nothing on his body. I searched Klausner once.
Take
I
it
searched
there's nothing else. No.
It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Okay. Look at this.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
Uh-oh.
The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
He's a bit thick, isn't he?
You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest
It's
assured
very dramatic, isn't
that
it?
I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
Shoot him in the dick.
Moves, Mr. Stobart.
I don't like him.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Oh,
Klausner.
nice
Do
try.
you know where he is?
There he goes with the cross technique.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly.
That's fair
Was
enough.
he carrying
The groin? Rude.
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart.
If I give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is to stop me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall,
Rude.
the lens might get broken.
Yes. You plead convincingly, Mr. Stobart. Perhaps you'll live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else?
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. X marks the spot.
Come now. Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin. Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In accidenta sita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Oh, please.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst
That-
part of
oh,
the experience
dear
was Ultar's
me.
driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really?
That was ridiculous.
Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
This is very far-fetched, isn't it?
A knight with a crystal ball. The Night Scroll through my teaching.
I don't think you actually learn anything from
There's a
keep
guy
looking
with
at
a
this.
sword and a bull.
Well, if you can
Between
climb
them
down using
is
a stick, you
gem
can clearly do
supported by
that
a
too.
tripod.
Well, yeah. I want to get out of this. It won't let me get out of it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
There's a guy. There's a. But the. Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Yes, you showed me before.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Right, let's see. I was right, it's a lens, not a crystal ball, and now I have it. Although Klausner is dead and I'll go in the same way unless I find a way out. Kind of mixed result. Face to face with Khan again, but this time he tried to kill me. Fortunately, my ninja-like reflexes saved me. The Latin inscription in the cave is a clue to where the sword of Baphomet is hidden. She doesn't sound impressed with the sight of his tool, no. Right, is there anywhere new on the airport? We can't go there. Okay, so we've got to go somewhere here then. Museum, police. Oh, let's see if we can do anything in here. Ninja reflexes, I know, yeah.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me
I
convinced.
think that's exactly what he is.
But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve. I am drawn.
I'm sure it is.
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
That's very odd.
I was up half the night writing that.
Bizarre.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning to despoil the sewers of our fair city He has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
Sue Jacques.
In French, English, and German, it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the Knightly Order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Lovely. Got to be able to do something with this soon.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Okay. I thought that, I thought the lens would go in the end of that.
Some kind on the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross.
Lens on the scroll.
The lens fitted
good on
into
ya.
the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Per disciplinum meum lux videbis.
What?
Hey,
3 lens elements need to be slid to the correct position within the circle so that when aligned they create a clear image. Okay. Each lens element can be moved by moving the mouse pointer over the number tab. When a grasped hand appears, clicking and holding the mouse button aside it left or right. George will acknowledge the image once it's the lens. Okay. I think that. Come on.
distortions came sharply below. It was a Knight Templar burning at the stake, and below him a date in Roman numerals. A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCC That's 1314. Per disciplinum meum a Knight Templar. Let me see.
Okay, so we've done that. I want to do something with that. Rude.
To think of the long centuries that he kept it secret. A knight there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Thought I might be able to do something with that window.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. To think of. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling.
That's quite
Carrying all
creepy,
that
isn't
armor
it?
around must have been hard work.
That is a bit creepy having
A
them on
stone
the floor.
knight. I wondered if this guy had. Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Do you speak Latin?
You ask this of a priest?
Okay. Can you tell me what per disciplinum meam lux fidebus means?
Let me see. That would be, by my teachings, you will see the light. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That is not a good idea. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I don't think we can do anything else here.
A knight.
Anything new?
I didn't have time to sit around. I think he suspected me of being the mysterious Sieur Jacques. And the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for crimes against public sanitation. I solved another puzzle.
You did?
Well, I guess I did.
Well, what was it? What's the answer?
1314.
What does that mean?
It was the date when Jacques de Molay was burned, wasn't it?
Of course.
The answer was hidden in a stained glass window. When I looked through the lens, the picture changed. It became a man surrounded by flames.
It seems to me the answers to the Templar puzzles are as cryptic as the clues.
Yep.
Sometimes I wonder if the manuscript isn't an elaborate joke.
The Knights Templar weren't the kind of people to play jokes, were they? Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I don't know if this does actually help keep looking at it.
A knight with a crystal ball. The Knight Scroll bears a through my... There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
There's a guy working on a loom. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has three hideous faces. I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. Can we go anywhere else? No, no. Ed! How are you doing? I'd never calm down. What are you talking about? I'm not too bad. How are you doing? Let's go to the museum. Talk to him again.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Georgie?
I visited Nicole's apartment.
I bet you did.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Doing well, thanks. It was a nice treat to see you. One.
Georgie
Aw, thanks.
boy. I didn't expect
Georgie
you to be quite
boy.
so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course. Where have you been?
What is it with this
Nicole
gang?
said
They're
you
all
were
filthy.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the
What a bunch
travel
of
to
horn
Paris?
dogs.
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta cita est in ora
So
mundi.
much Latin.
The
Lobby
island
knows the
of
king of
Britain.
sleaze. He's
Lies
filthy.
at the edge
He's
of the
a
world.
slimy weasel, ain't he?
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from
Very
the time
slimy.
of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What
Okay,
story
that's
does the
helpful.
manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
He's not really been any help
oui,
whatsoever.
Pilgrims in their thousands
They
on
just
their
need
way
to throw the
Jerusalem.
keys into and get on with it.
Tourist
Just
trade
about
is nothing
family
new, you
friendly.
know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet.
They'd probably
selling
enjoy
200
it, to be
bricks
fair.
on the walls of
But not the
Jericho.
70s.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Ooh.
Can you identify
Well.
the knight's coat of arms?
I already
Joshua
did.
Boy's
Georgie.
waistcoat comes
He's
far
a
off.
member of the De Vasconcelos
He's a
family
sexy
from the Costa
man.
Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh,
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
Ooh.
no.
Looks like
Thanks
we
for
might
your
be going
help,
to
Andre.
Spain
You're
then.
welcome.
The case was empty. The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily
Well.
removed."
It's not really surprising considering you stole it.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything
Someone
about
can
the
racket
Knights of the
outside.
Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Some of
Sausage.
the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No.
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait,
19 letters.
the bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read,
Nice.
so he left them out.
Why don't you start over?
I can never
and
read the
go for
bottom
adult
row.
Education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you see? If I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history.
At your age? Dream on.
Rude.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Although people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
Yeah,
They
okay.
ask me to practice. No. They assume.
Rude,
I am an
George.
authority
Very
on the exhibits
rude.
in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
He doesn't know
What's
anything
the
about the
importance of
tripod.
John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with
He
his
doesn't know,
tripod?
does he?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Does this
I
white
think I've been
powder
through all
mean
these with
anything
him,
to you?
but
No, it doesn't.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
well, you got to click them
no.
all, ain't ya?
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while
No.
I'm on duty, monsieur.
Wouldn't recommend it.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact. If I am not
yeah.
mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
No way. Thanks for your help.
Right, I think I'm done there. It sounds like I might be off to Spain. Yeah. Was it some family? I can't remember now. Can anyone remember what he said about them? I can't remember. Yeah, I do. But I can't remember how we've been brought there. What did he say? The family that are, used to be popular and died out, but I can't remember. Like the time of the Templars, I suppose. That's it, just go and stand where he's watering.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble.
Yeah.
My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household.
Yeah, I
Only
do.
the Countess and myself.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
Nothing wrong with old Cooch, cheeky get. Oh, I wonder what he said now.
Yeah, that's it. The
Oh,
Countess
dear.
won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. I mean, no, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why'd you leave me on then?
To amuse myself.
Lies.
To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
Short but sweet.
No way. Look at this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right. Would
Is
you
that
like to
difficult?
shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
If I was hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them. I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
Well, obviously, we're going to keep walking past him and go in the house. I'm guessing he's going to stop me going in.
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
Nice house though,
The
isn't
main
it?
part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section. The hose ran from some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn. I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone. I didn't like the...
Okay. Blood pressure thing on the hose. Okay. We'll give it a go. Would make sense, actually, wouldn't it? Ah, yeah, makes sense. What did you do to my hose?
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
So much
Easily,
rudeness.
senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are
Oh,
not,
bye, Mike.
absolutely
Thanks for
not
coming.
to go in the house.
Hope you have a nice rest
If
of
you
your
do go
day.
in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Bring it on. Okay. Just in case you can bugger it up, which I definitely will.
I could see the gardener trying to figure out what was wrong with the hose. Time for cat-footed stealthiness.
Half an hour, so I promise I'm not going to follow Mike around and make weird bird sounds everywhere he goes for the rest of the day. That is a very, very random thing to say it. But thank you for coming. It's nice to see you. And we'll see you soon, you random crazy person, you. Oh, I like it.
I love suits of armor. Who doesn't?
Oh.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart
He's
from
got an
being
imagination,
stupid
hasn't
and
he?
unworkable. It was a great plan.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American.
Oh, dear.
All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Okay.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't. It was a small mirror hanging over the sink. From the scum in the sink, it looked like you shaved there.
I guess I'm going up here.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My
That
name
was
is George
quite rude of
Stobart.
him, wasn't it?
I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Oh yeah, come on in, sit down.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for De Vasconcelos, the line died with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval.
Other than her?
Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course...
Oh yeah, that's really modern.
That chess set is over 600 years old?
Wow.
It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
She wouldn't just tell all this to a complete stranger that's broke
May
into
I
her
examine the
house.
chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission.
I like
Senor
him.
Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
Rude.
I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
Oh, aye. I'm not going to tell you everything all at once. Instead, I'm going to tell you everything in a painfully long exchange instead.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor.
It's very dramatic. You can't just get on with
This is
it.
the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Yeah.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor
Ooh.
Stobart.
Oh.
Come with me.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Okay. You can't blame him though, can you?
This is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Okay, so this says. Lobino tells me that the knight's coat of arms belongs to the De Vasconcelos family in Costa Calida. Ah. So I never thought I could do it, but I completed the 13-mile marathon. I don't want any praise though, I only went for a piss in the Wetherspoons. Oh, that's why we've gone there. On the manuscript, the knight's coat of arms belongs to that family. Right. Oh, pick something up. Oh, there's a Gavin on the drive.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard. Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over
There's a
a
Gavin
checkerboard
coming
pattern.
in. Hello, Gavin. Cross has got a joke for you.
Oh, go on then.
Go on then, Cross. He said, I've got a joke Gav would like. Oggy, Bandy, Ponko will say hello as well.
Yeah.
How do you circumcise a whale?
Go on.
Send 4 skin divers down. He's
Family
laughing if
friendly
you can't
shit.
hear him. Yeah, family friendly. Oh well. We tried.
Big statuette of the Virgin
We
Mary
tried.
should lie on the place.
What?
We haven't been swearing. We've been talking about porn and stuff, but we haven't been swearing.
Holes.
I may have said dick.
Hashtag hole chat.
No, not for once.
It was a rod with a cone and a hook
Rod.
on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier.
We're just doing the bit in the Vasconcelos Spanish
were they?
bit. Yeah.
Was you there when the vicar was polishing his candlestick?
Yes.
Just
Come say
asking.
hello to the nice people.
I am. Hang on. Let's see up my outer then.
I don't know. Do it again. I could be able to see then. There's a big Gav face. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Bandy said hi, Gav's face. I'm alright. Right. You've made Oggy's kids cry.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I'll get over it.
You'll get over it. Right, what are we doing? He's got such a nice
It was
face
too
though, hasn't
delicate
he?
to move.
Right.
It was a rod with a cone and
Oh, yeah.
I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier.
What time do I normally go out for an 8 o'clock?
There was nothing to snuff.
It's normally an
Feeling like
hour
idiot,
before,
I
isn't it?
put it down again. High up in the dome were windows. I guessed they might open them to make it less stuffy in there.
You got that bottle from yesterday, yeah?
One solitary.
Do you want that?
Cool beer.
Do you want that?
Cool beer.
Answer my question, you penis.
At the moment. Oh, speaking of which, I've got another beer delivery tomorrow. If you're going to be in.
Yeah, should be. What have you ordered?
Evil Dog.
Alright. What, the normal one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me favourite.
Your
I couldn't climb
favourite.
up there without breaking something. Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed
Huge yellowed
It
candle.
looked really old and
If
had
you go
never
down the
been
brewing
lit.
shop or anywhere near it, could do some cidre.
Well, I'm not.
Well, good.
I'm not. Shan't. Don't know what to do in here already.
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble.
Flibble just said tap.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well done.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Who exactly
Would you
are
like
these
an
people?
ear roll?
My ancestors.
Nah.
These 5 men were all members of
Quickly
the
drink this and
temple.
go in for a shower.
5 ancestors in the
You look a
order.
bit burnt again.
You must be
I've had
very
cream
proud.
on. I've
No.
got 2 coats on today.
Is it from
Where's the
yesterday
sixth
still?
one?
He was lost.
From yesterday, what? The sunburn?
You lost an ancestor?
Yeah, would be. I look like a match when I took my top off in front of the
Can
mirror
have no
last night.
relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the Vasconcelos, isn't it?
You sure you don't want an ear roll? I've got a spoon.
You will honor my
Oh.
diet.
No, I'm alright. I don't want it in my ear. I've got cream on. I don't want it.
Mm. Can you light the candle? Oh, I don't know. I'll try.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
Oh, I haven't got one
You
down
are
there.
showing your
Oh,
ignorance,
yeah, the one that come from
Senor
Premier Inn is
Stobart.
on the floor
The
somewhere.
Templars were dedicated to the Virgin.
Right.
Hashtag Gav's creamy ear. That's disgusting.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chest.
Whereabouts birth?
I don't know.
I'll tell
The
you.
pattern on the lectern.
There's some
Purely
models that
decorative.
charge you.
Yeah.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
I hate
The
these
gaps in the
pissing
glass
adverts even
chessboard
when I
look
don't want to.
awfully
Oh,
large.
no.
No.
I'm only going
It
to
is
put the chat on because you don't get them if you just watch the chat.
Possible
No.
significance can it have?
It's
So
part of a chessboard,
annoying.
and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
That'd be so
It was
annoying
wonderful
though. All
to
that
watch the
time
counters
you've had
change
that
before
thing.
my eyes.
And he just comes in and figures out that the chess set is a puzzle. And you think all this time we've been in this bloody room.
Had a good long run, but it ain't here. And now.
All those years of fatalism were...
He's rather rude and he goes rooting through your house for bits to
I know.
Put that hole down and listen.
burning candles.
Go to the house and get my
licking
chess
chess
set.
pieces.
Walks in.
Yes, the old chess set. Now hurry.
Rudeness.
Much.
Am I? This is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
Swore she did that shouting from the doorway. Hello.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
I'm glad we've got the right
It all
charger
began
as
at the
well.
time of
After
the
all that.
revolution of the
Yeah.
Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our land and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived.
It doesn't take much to make her happy. Just a 400-year-old puzzle.
A loyal manservant fled, and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again.
Aww.
Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Read that joke across his
Sorry,
phone.
I'm not even on it.
Modado! Hello. How you doing? Each chess piece must be placed in its corresponding hole. Lose hole. Click on any unplaced chess piece and it will turn to reveal a pattern on its base. Likewise, click on any hole in the void and it will show a pattern. Each chess piece must be dragged into the hole with its corresponding pattern. To do this, drag the piece to the correct hole on the chessboard. If you try to put a piece in the wrong hole, it will jump back to the side. What? Right, so blue, red, light, dark. So that one. Okay. Right, so red, blue, light, dark. Right, white, blue, red, green. White, blue, red, green. Red, white, blue, green. Red, white, blue, green. Red, white, blue, green. Green, white, red, blue. Green, white, red, blue. Oh, hang on. No.
Not that one.
That one.
What do them colours mean?
It's just the pattern. You have to match them. Green.
That weren't in the original game.
Green, blue, red, dark. Green, blue, red, dark. Green, blue. No, I don't remember doing this before. Red, light, blue, dark, red.
From what I remember, it was you had to put the pieces in a certain order where the king was checkmate or something. I can't remember exactly, but
red, dark, light blue, red, dark, light blue. Then I did a thing. I got really loud music.
The square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
What? I have no idea where to put them. Alright. We got relegated to the no telly console rooms, no streaming to watch. Rudeness. The elements in the scenes are the same, but like the puzzles are different. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with these. Okay, I guess I got that one right by accident. I have no idea what I'm doing. Playing chess. Yes, thank you, Flibble. Because they would actually only... Oh, hang on then. Oh, bleeding hell. I have no idea what I'm doing at all.
No, you can only put them in that middle row, so you've got to put them in an order where a chess move would happen. I think this might be the one I was thinking of.
Where a chess move might happen. What's that
where
supposed
you
to
can
mean?
put the king in check or something like that.
Which one's the king? That one.
That might be the queen.
Try placing anything in front of the queen.
Yeah, like bottom one.
That one.
Yeah, diagonal on the crown.
What?
Go up.
There.
king's in check there. I don't know what you're trying to do. Though.
No, I
Didn't tell
don't.
us. I can't remember.
You can't actually leave it. I think horses can. They move in like an L shape, don't they? Like across one and up three.
Yeah, it's like, for example, yeah, gears. Right, your horse, he's got their king in check. Are you supposed to checkmate them?
I haven't got a clue.
So he's in check. There. If you move, why won't he move?
Hold it for a bit. Yeah.
Check, check. He's in check there. He can't move there, surely.
Hold. That's it.
He won't be able to go there. But it helps if I knew what you was trying to do. Oh yeah, he can't go there. So we might have to go there.
Bingo. I mean,
Thank you. I've no idea what you did, but thank you very much.
That's chess.
That's
Senor
family
Storm,
friendly.
That's moving things at random.
it's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Storm.
Yeah,
It is the communion
Thank you.
chalice of the De Vasconcelos.
I'd been there all
missing
day.
for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
We've got a cup.
Go ahead. Live a little.
I'm sure.
Gav the Grandmaster.
It is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
We've got a nice
So
shiny
the
cup
curse
Back in
now.
of the De
Nico's apartment.
Vasconcelos is lifted?
Is that what they're
no.
calling holes?
The Countess was thrilled
Yeah.
to find the lost chalice, but there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about
Oh,
that now and get back to finding the
blimey.
secret.
Alright.
I don't wanna go
Actually,
out.
I promised the
Don't.
Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice
build my
and
orc
the
army.
quest for her ancestors' tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same
Anyone
thing.
think Gav's had a
The
hard day
chalice
at
is
work?
important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight,
I have actually.
and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't
I'm
know.
hurting.
But when the knight and the chalice are
Been
reunited,
crimping.
maybe I will.
Crimping your hair.
No.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We
Yeah.
agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but
I'll just make
So
it look
get off
difficult.
my
That's all it
case.
is. I don't have an hard day at work.
this is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those
Isn't
years,
it
she
super
simply
car
gave it
available?
away to a
That's
total
daughter.
stranger. She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is
Something
a
else I don't
fine
need.
lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
Rude.
What?
Saying how old the Countess is.
I'd better get back to the quest.
That's time. I like Lopez.
What, the gardener?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh.
Right. Countess took me to a 13th century mausoleum where 5 of the 6 Vasconcelos Templars are buried. Found a chessboard puzzle which must connect to those weird chess pieces. Countess's face really lit up when I told her.
See you later, Bandy.
Bye, Bandy. Have nice food.
Have a nice food.
I hope you feel better soon. And thank you for coming. Right, Countess told me about the missing knight. Don Carlos in conflict with the church. He returned from a scholarly trip to find his manservant killed and his children gone. Distraught, he searched for his kids until the day he died. Since then, there's been a curse on the family. I shall have a nice food. Bye! Right. My new puzzle solving skills have uncovered an ancient hidden Templar chalice. Now back to Paris to show Nico.
Uncle Dude Games is now following you.
Yeah, just come up on my phone. Guess I'll promise Countess I'll try and find out what happened to Don Carlos. I'm sure everything is related in some way. So I've got a chalice. Now it's time to follow that lead from Ireland and explore Montfaucon further. Guess we're going to Montfaucon. Or Montfaucon, if you will. Go and get that priest to polish me chalice.
Yes, you do.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye.
Guys, I'm going to go and wash
The
my
original
filthy
window was
body.
destroyed in the last war.
Oh,
It
we're
was as
down.
old as the church.
Sure.
Early 14th century.
Fair bit to wash, so it might take a while.
That's awful.
Oui,
I'll probably do
a
dinner for about
terrible
6 then.
Still, the church.
Bloody hurry up there.
Is that enough time for you before you go out?
I don't know.
That'd be alright. Well, you can have a shower.
Yeah,
anyway,
no,
so-
yeah.
Alright. Bye. And wash the stink off.
Are you still going to be streaming when I come back? I assumed you was, that's why I haven't really said to her, oh yeah.
I'll probably do till 6.
I'll be down before then.
Okay. Oh, he said, bye, Gav. Go get clean. It'll take more than a shower.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah?
Burn.
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Yeah, go on.
That'd be very good of you.
Why
This,
not?
Shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Polish my chalice. Dunked in a vat of cleaning products. Yep. Right. I still want to do something with that.
On the end of the staff, around the...
It's not letting me though, is it?
A scroll was a symbol of scholar. A scholar... I could see that what had at first seemed to be a fine engraved chasing on the scroll was actually writing. Per disciplinum sounds pretty...
I think we've done all that, haven't we? That aren't corrosive.
A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A knight there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess. I didn't have time to sit around. A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who, all those firm, that. Whoa! A knight.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Ponko. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinct.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Do you speak Latin?
You ask this of a priest?
Okay. Can you tell me what per disciplinum meam lux videbus means?
Let me see. That would be, by
We've
my
already
teachings,
said that to
you will
him.
see the light. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh yeah,
Now
burn
that
the
my attention
bras.
had been drawn to it. There was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye
It's not a
was
bad
drawn to
resting
the biblical
place.
references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Oh. I've got to move legs. Restriction for a priest, are they Catholic? So much rude. Right. A jumble of letters are carved into the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical references, comprising of the name of a book, followed by the chapter and verse in Latin numeral. Oh! Clicking on the wrong thing. For example, Luke chapter 8 verse 2 would be displayed as Luke 8 2. Okay. You must find and highlight all of the verse references. Highlight the full verse reference and the letters will stay lit, otherwise the letters will fade. George will read the verse references once they were highlighted. Okay. Well, that looks...
Corinthians 14.
Right,
Not much to go on, but
Right,
it must
that
be
was
something.
loud.
If I examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find. Psalms 22:21.
I'm too old. Too old for what? What? Maybe.
Psalms 32:7. The numbers refer
That
to the
is
chapter
so
and
loud.
verse in the Bible.
Read it, I'll give that. Restriction for the Catholic. You're too old for that sort of rudeness.
John 4:11. There were no more references in Mark, but as soon
No,
as
too
the
old.
Roman
Oh
numerals
right,
ran
that's what you mean.
around the
Sorry,
place,
completely
I made a
ruined
note
that for you.
because they meant something. Psalms 32:7. John 4:11. Corinthians 1:4-5. And just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap.
He does
The
remember
chalice
a lot
had
of
led me to
things.
these inscriptions.
He also keeps a lot
And
of
it
things
looked
in
like
his
a happy
pockets.
coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Note, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
That's what this says. Okay.
Okay, let's have another look at those references. Psalms, Corinthians. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. I was still convinced that
I still can't do anything with that, can I?
a statue of a knight the Templars were demonstrating. If the dissolution hadn't happened, well, I could have, but I want other than.
Don't think I can do anything else here. I have to go back to see her and I.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah. Or maybe
his voice is creepy, isn't it? It's all breathy and isn't it? Oh.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Creepy Creeperson. Right, let's go back to whatever her name is. Old wench. So many plane tickets. Oh, we can't. Okay. Well, we've just been there. I'll go back and see Nico.
Hello, George.
Just how long have you known Labino?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a
Fly
freshman.
miles.
Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
I bet he hasn't got a limit on his
I
credit
hardly
card.
see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less there at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
I bet he
That's
did.
incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Rude. Okay, perhaps I wasn't supposed
Let's
to come
take
back
another look
here.
at the manuscript. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll through my teeth.
Oh, I've got to click
There's
on
a guy
everything
with the
again.
twin. There's a guy. There's a guy. There's a woman, but the I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. So we've been there. No. Try the museum. Talk to him again.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Jaji.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
Ooh.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol.
Slimy
that looked like that.
Slimerson. Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundation. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue
Bearded
is carved
head.
with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Maybe not. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Jaji. I'm hoping it's opened up a new place to go. Wherever this dig is. There, Site de Baphomet. Is that the only new one? Yeah. And we can't go back to Spain, can we? No. Looks like we're going there. Give it a quick 72%. What is it now? 81.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What?
No.
I've got a few questions. You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have
Suck
my
up.
professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what
At
do
least
you
he's
know about the
honest.
excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you
They all
know
look dodgy
what an archaeologist
Judgesons.
looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Got a point. Chances of meeting all these fluent English speakers. Yeah, I know.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Ooh. He's just one step ahead of me all the time.
Maybe not.
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
I was pretty sure the Shaken Shock had shot its bolt in Syria. I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane.
Oh,
A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine, and I was sacked.
rude.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an Autobahn.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing. Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him?
He's got a point.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah! Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Okay.
So he's obviously got. We have obviously got to get rid of him.
Oh, darn. I left my grappling hook at home.
Rude.
No way could I get up there.
Well, looks like we're going down there. Hello.
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui,
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal...
Oh, you bugger, Jay. Hi, Jay. Thank you for the host.
What do you know about
How you
the
doing?
Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
How you doing, Jay? Are you well?
A sudden urge to sing. Care to join me?
No, no singing in here.
Okay.
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
True. Okay.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh,
You have?
no.
Oh, liar, son.
No way. Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Rude.
No. This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Okay, just I've got no money left. Took my nieces out to the park. How did you manage to spend all of your money in the
Do
park,
you
Jay?
recognize this name?
What sort of park was it?
No.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping
I think there's a
out heat
pair
as
in the
thermostat
pink
was
bag that
cranked
we took to
right
Barry.
over the full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. I couldn't get to the door while the guard was there. There was a closed door with toilets scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's
There's
locked,
fun fairs and
monsieur.
splash parks, ice cream. Blimey. They bled you dry by the sound of it.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Hi, Nico?
Josh, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Josh, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You
Price
did.
painting.
Well,
That
this is
sounds
my
quite
boyfriend.
expensive, to be
Don't bother
fair.
me. I'm busy.
Oh. Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Okay.
The door was locked.
I didn't think he'd just give me the key. Oh. That is crying out.
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
Yep, it was fun. It comes with being an uncle.
The key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it. I knew keeping that plaster was a good idea. With the plaster and the imprint, I was on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in soap with dry plaster. I couldn't do that. You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster.
I didn't think you could just click on the tap. I was going to fill the chalice up with water to put on
Wet
it.
plaster alone does not make a cast. I used the dryer to speed up the process.
Oh, you know. Hello, Gavin.
That washing pile bottle.
Oh, who are you talking to?
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely
Whether or not I'm going to get
unconvincing
picked up from outside
plaster
my
key.
house,
Way too fragile to use in a lock.
I can get beard up.
I'd have to substitute.
I can
it
drop
for
you
a
over
wheel.
if not.
Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I.
Don't stop eating. That's kids for you,
Maybe I
innit?
could improve the key as well.
I
Hello,
think
mate.
I'm going to put that. Oh,
You make me laugh when you answer the phone, you dick. Now, all I'm
Maybe
asking
not.
is who's doing the driving tonight regarding who's picking who
Maybe
up and
not.
where.
Maybe not. It was my
Oh, wait,
plaster
Simon
copy
going?
of the excavation key.
Oh, right.
Trouble
Okay,
was,
then. Well, that's
it
that then.
looked like plaster, and it felt
Oh,
like
that's
plaster.
unfortunate.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Maybe not.
No, because it was either a case of I can have a beer,
Maybe not.
or I was going to drive my van to yours.
I didn't need to use
save
the
him
soap.
dropping me off, because going out of his way.
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer. I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them. Being in a charming,
Hello, 2
comfortable
minutes for
station
you.
like this
Just talking to his
made
dad.
me think fond of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it.
Jay says hello.
Hi, Jay. Are you well?
Come here and say that. Didn't think so.
The thing felt
Need more beers.
big demands seemed to be being made on it.
There's a secret lager that I can never get at.
How can I make the plaster key look like a key?
With paint.
Oh, paint. I'm trying to use the greasy tissue.
That's your solution for everything, isn't it? Wipe something with a tissue.
Yeah?
I wasn't about to wash my hands.
Yeah, you need to convince the bloke,
Which bloke?
the painter, funnily enough,
Yeah.
to either let you dip your thing in his pot, or do it while they are looking.
Okay.
Hello, Nico. It's me.
What do you want?
Some ideas.
You're the man on the spud, Josh. I can't hold your hand all of the time. Au revoir.
Rude. Okay.
Monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Hi again.
What
God
is it?
just shouted at me.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
No way. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, let's talk to him.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key out of plaster.
Outstanding. How clever. Now, pointless.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I don't know what to do.
What have you done?
I've made a plaster key, given the keys back to the bloke.
Yeah.
I phoned Nico, she told me to bugger off.
Yeah. Have you tried attacking the bloke's pot yet?
I did earlier.
What did he say?
Hey, monsieur.
Get away from my
Get
pot.
away from my paint
So,
pot.
Okay.
I
if you
should
needed
say so.
somebody to distract
Maybe with a
somebody,
man's
what would you
paint
need
pot.
it to do?
What?
What?
If you need him to be distracted, don't you?
Yeah.
So who do you think can do that? And what to the point? Why would there be a phone there?
Yeah, I just phoned her and she told me to go away.
Well, try and ring her again then.
The painter gonna dip his thing in the pot, I reckon.
I figured I'd best not bother Nico again until I'd got a good
It won't
reason.
let me ring her.
Hi again.
What is it?
Right, so have you tried giving him the key?
Talk to you later.
Keeping the
Au revoir,
key and
monsieur.
giving him the keys back.
Oh, okay.
Hi again.
I thought you'd already done that, that's what I said.
I need to use the,
Put some credit on the phone, then phone her.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want
He
me
needs to go for a big poo.
Never mind. Here's the key.
Hi again.
What is it?
No.
I just tried to give him that plaster key and it said, no.
So try and dip it in the pot then.
Oh, okay.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Is the number 0898 party chat, I reckon.
Hey, monsieur. Get okay. I should think so.
Kula,
Hello, Nico. It's me.
It will let me ring her
Josh.
now.
What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
She's going to say all sorts of filth, isn't she?
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
It certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
I want to put my thing in his pot now. Can I do anything here? It's not Lou on the phone.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Lou's hole, may I, oh, fuck that up.
A well-used...
Yeah.
How may I direct your call? Call.
What would I need a whole pot of paint
Are you being picked up then?
By my father.
Oh, right.
Bad daddy.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman.
Yeah.
She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What's that
What?
noise?
Abuse. Ah, well.
Oh.
I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls
I
again,
can put the sound on.
I am
just for
not
the little area.
available.
It still
Right.
comes through the pad regardless.
Oh. I've got to borrow the keys again.
You're joking.
It's got the squits.
Hi again.
I
What is
got
it?
a shit.
I need to use the...
Again?
I have the... Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
Pig Lord!
Pig Lord!
Oink! How you doing? Are you well? Oink.
It was the key to the excavation.
Right, so if I give him...
Hi again.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it.
Okay.
After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Right, I've got to do something to make it cold, haven't I?
I turned the heating off.
It's getting chilly, isn't it?
As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on. Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay.
I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. It was getting pretty chilly. Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse? You refuse? I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why,
This was set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
What's happening with rudeness?
The guard's out the way and I'm going into the excavation site. And that is where we're going to call it a day. Because we need to have some din-dins. Because Gavin is going to the football. How much? What are we on? 85% now.
Ooh.
I reckon one more stream that'll do it, won't it?
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Because it's, well, 9 hours 43. But then, that's not all playing time, that's just having the game on, innit?
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So I would have thought... Oggy says, sorry for your pain, I'm to go to the football.
I know, yeah. Cheers.
So, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put that on there. The Pig Lord hopes a wicket is scored.
I'm sure it will.
Right, let me just have a look. Lots of clicking, Gavin.
I need to click on fighting rock.
Fighting the orcs. Right, I won't do a raid because I've got to go and have din-dins. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And what day is it? Wednesday. If I may do another Broken Sword stream sometime. It'll be last minute if I do. But if not, we'll be on Friday night, won't we? Yeah. Right, thank you very much. I'll see you all soon.
Bye. See you later.